Okay, Kiki, this is an early attempt at, I think it's a 9-step jump. And I want you to take a look at the whole thing in slow motion first, just so you can kind of get a sense of the flow. Really come through the hop nicely, and it's got some good movement, but I want you to take another look. The step just doesn't seem to move as well as you would think it was going to. There seems to be really good movement through the hop. Let's take a look at it fast motion now. And it's good, but I think that the step can be better, and I'm going to suggest to you just a couple of things. Some things that I really like about this jump. First of all, I like that you're right on top of this takeoff. You're not reaching this leg. You put that foot down pretty flat. It's just in front of the hips. That's great. So, which means you're not hitting the brakes. You're not stopping yourself as you're trying to move through the board. Next, I like where the chest is at. I like that you look very tall and comfortable at the torso here. That's really important. That indicates to me that your hips are generally in the right place, and that's really important. Also, you've done a lot of improvement on this free leg. Can it be longer? Yeah, it should be all the way straight, but it was much, much tighter than that before. So that's a nice improvement, and what that does is the length of this leg keeps you from rotating over too fast, and it keeps you taller in the air. I also like where your chest is as you come down. I don't think that you're bracing too hard. I think you're staying aggressive. I don't see you falling back on that torso at all. I like that your chest is kind of forward, and you just need to control the arch in your back a little bit there. The one thing that I think is hurting you is I think you're going for too much right here. I think the two things that you need to do are you need to not go for the ground. You got to get the timing a little bit better so you're not reaching the foot out here. I think that's just a little bit too much. I think the contact is okay, but I think you spread yourself out a little bit too much here, and I think you end up collapsing on it just a little too much. And then we got to lengthen this leg to create a more powerful swing up through, because it's kind of short and it doesn't really help you move. It's like a secondary lever that's going to push you forward by swinging long and strong. And because it's kind of short in through here, it doesn't give you quite the same amount of power, and it doesn't give you quite the same amount of redirection. So what I want to explain that we talked about before is that every one of these jumps is an arc. So we've got an upward and a downward, up and down motion, up and down motion here, and then as you're coming down to this point, the job of this free leg is to help redirect and swing up. So the jump is going to be up and down, up and down, up and down. That's the triple jump. It's 3 different arcs. The job of the swing leg is to help redirect back up into the air. So as you come down off of this, we have to keep this controlled, and then this has to be long to help really swing you out and up. And you see, you just get off the ground and then you kind of throw the leg out there. There should be some time where you're actually able to ride out the phase in this position without immediately going out here. You pull that back and you're going for as much as you can, but it ends up a little bit away from you. And this swing is exactly how the other one should look. Low and long. Why is this one better than this one? Well, the reason is here you still have a lot of momentum and you're thinking just keep moving, just keep moving. On this one, you've already lost some momentum because of the last phase, so now you have to really push yourself strong and up into a perfect angle and perfect movement. So the last phase, as you're losing momentum, is always strong, and we want that to be what the second phase looks like.